Hello, my name is Omar and I live in the state of California and I support the Globe Environment program in the 5th High School Al Qasim Unayza, and I'll be asking people about this program and see what they all think. So, what you think about the Globe Environment program?
I think the aims of the Global Environment Program are very important for our times and for the next 30 to 50 years, because the Earth, in order to be sustainable, we have to protect the things, the Earth, and protect the resources that provide the population with food, water, and all kinds of other necessary items. So the goals of the environment, of the Global Protection Program, are necessary. And given that, I think all industries realize this and are trying to work towards implementing sustainability.
How do you think we can protect our environment?
We can protect our environment chiefly by reducing our dependence on
Reducing, you mean
by reducing our dependence, by lessening our dependence on fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and also turning towards more renewable sources of energy, and that means things like solar, wind, things like that.
instead of gasoline and other things?
Yes, and so reducing and going to more greener energy sources and renewable energy sources which are greener. By doing so, we have to remember that jobs and people will need to be retrained, because if they lose jobs in the coal area or in the area of gasoline or gas production, then we're going to have to retrain people for new areas of work.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What you think about the Globe Environment program?
So are you talking about the world agreement
In total?
in total? So not just in the U.S., but
Yes.
Across the world. I think it's really hard to get people to agree because of their individual countries' situations and their economies, but I think it's absolutely vital that we continue to work together and try to reach some agreement, because I do believe that planet is in trouble.
Okay. How do you think we can protect our environment?
Well, I think it's a global solution, so I do think that nations have to work together, but I also think it's a local problem, and that every community, no matter how small, has to start where they live. And so if it's something as simple as making sure, or stopping, refraining from buying water bottles, and buying water in bottles, and just buying a single water bottle that you refill with clean filtered tap water. That's something simple that Americans can do. And each community is going to have their own simple steps that will contribute to this global effort.
All right, thank you very much, and I appreciate that.
All right.
Okay, what you think about the Globe Environment program?
If we're talking about the environment around the world, I think that we all need to be concerned about each other's use of the environment, and so that we can protect, oxygen, keep water clean, keep the earth functioning. And because, in Brazil, they produce a lot of our oxygen because of their forest. So I think everyone should be concerned when they start cutting down too much of that forest. We all have to be responsible for keeping the earth healthy.
How do you think we can protect our environment?
I think all of us need to do our part to help the environment wherever we are. We need to pick up trash. We need to recycle. I try to recycle as much as possible from my own, whatever I have in my house, paper, plastic. If your city doesn't do it, then you need to encourage your city to start a recycling program. We like to be out in parks. We love to see nature. We like to go to the beach. And if we love those places, we should also love picking up the trash. We shouldn't leave it behind. We shouldn't be just throwing trash anywhere. And we should do our part to pick up after ourselves and keep the environment clean so that we can continue using those things. And I think we also need to encourage businesses to recycle. There's a lot of paper that's thrown away in different companies and packaging and boxes. And
We lost stuff.
yeah, and we don't need to be cutting down trees when we can just recycle all this paper. It takes a lot more effort and energy to do it, but it's worth it if it means that we help our earth instead of hurting it.
All right, thank you very much, and I appreciate that.